own and ensure that, because they may ask you, have you checked this, have you checked that? But if you don't know what to check, you may not even know where to go. That is the essence of this now. So the workshop is just a kind of interactive to enable you to know more. There are things you can, there are ways you can support yourself before you now call on support person. So if you look at the back of the router, we have about 5 port there. It is called port under network language. It is called port, but it is old to a layman person. But it's called port. We have 5 port there. We also have another port here also. Here we connect the power that will power the router. We connect the power here. Then, like I said the cable coming down from the radio outside, from the outer equipment. You understand? A long cable. Understand? It is called LAN cable. We definitely enter this first port here. You understand? You just plug in just like this. There's this the cable coming down from the radio outside. This is a LAN cable. It's quite different from other cable we've been seeing around. Understand? So the cable we enter here is not in there. Understand? That means there is the signal captured by that radio has actually entered the router. You understand? Then don't forget that I said you need to power it on via this cable here, and there is a power switch here, on and off. Having done that, that means you've been able to do what? Extend the signal into the router. You've been able to do that. Having done that, then the next thing to do is just to ensure that this other 4 ports, what is the signal of this other 4 ports? This to enable you know that only 4 systems can be connected to this router. Only 4 systems is restricted to only 4 ports here. That means only 4 systems. Where you decide to use wire cable, especially if you are using a desktop that has no wireless compatible, there is no wireless compatible, then you can only connect to this router using this cable. Similar like this, a kind of cable like this. Then from any one of these ports here, will be connected to your what? To your desktop. You understand? That means if there is a network, if there is a network established on this router, that network must have been extended to your system. Everything, there is a way you do that. When you configure it, you search for the network, then you go into the network. There are ways, some networks are secured, some are not secured. What I mean by security as regards to, they need to password. Not everybody has access to that network because of the security. A colleague of mine will come on board to tell you more on security, on how to password your system. So not all systems, not all networks you have access to, you can go in. Some will be passworded for security purpose, except those that are determined to enter the network, maybe an administrator that knows how to go about it. So I'm only saying that if a cable enters here, it goes into what? Into your desktop. Do you understand? Then what about the station? Okay, what about where we have more than 4 users? Let's just say this is an environment, this is an office. We have about 8 users here, and they need to access the network. Do you understand? You know, we only have, limited of 4, and we have about other 4s. How do we go about it now? Then a system will now be put in place to ensure that other users have access to that same network. It might not be via the wire anymore. Then it will be via a wireless device. A typical example is what I'm holding here now. It is called AP. You know the meaning of AP? Try. Yeah? Adapter. I said AP. A for apple, P for pineapple. I said AP. It is called access point. In case you hear it somewhere, someone say access point. I know I've seen access point last time I attended the ABC workshop. I've been able to see access point. This is access point. This one broadcasts the network wirelessly. Like I said now, we are restricted to only 4 ports at the back of the router. And we have other users, we have multiple users who are also entitled to access the network. So thereby, what we need to do, instead of allowing wires to fly around the office, you understand that if you are connected, you are located at this left hand of my side, the right hand of my side, the stream end there. You understand that no wire will be flying around for easy passage within the office, and service in the office to be interrupted somehow. But we now say, look at those days now, things have improved, technologically things have advanced. There's a way we can connect, even our phone. You don't need to connect using a wire, wire something before we connect to our phone. Even there is no need for antenna anymore. Anywhere you are connected. So why can't we use the same device and work on our connectivity and ensure that whoever that comes in doesn't need to worry about wire and cell and the rest. I say, no, look at the clock, don't match my wire, don't ensure that you don't disconnect me from the connection, from the network. But if you have the wireless device in place, this thing will be taken care of perfectly. So that is the essence of that. And then how do we do that? What we just need to do, like I said now, I said a cable coming from where? We enter here. Cable coming from where? From the radio outside, yes. From the outside radio, we enter this first spot here. Then the other 4 will be used for users. But now we have multiple users and we do not want to use the cable anymore, or want to do away with cable in our office. That is a new policy. So then this access points has been configured at least to serve us. Then what we need to do is just to ensure that at the back of the access point, we have 2 ports there. One is to power and the other one is to do what? To connect to the network. There is an adapter that will be plugged here. Once that one is plugged into the electricity, you will look at a red or green light, a kind of indicator showing that this device is connected, understand, is powered. Then the next thing you do is just to look for another cable. Just like the one you connected to your router to your system. You can remove that. Then plug in here at the back of the router, at the back of the access point. Then directly to the back of the router. You understand? Then any of these 4 available ports can be connected, and they just connect it. You understand that? Then leave the other 3 ports because it doesn't serve you anymore. Because if you are not using wire, it's only when you are using wire that you connect your cable to any of the ports. Since we have introduced a new policy that there is no more need and there is no need of cable flying around the office. What we just want to ensure that everybody is connected wirelessly. So then, having connected this into power and the new cable, another cable connected from the access point to the router, then there's going to be a kind of indicator signifying that this wireless has been connected to the network and it's ready to broadcast the network wirelessly to any available system around the offices where the service is needed. You understand? You see the indicator blinking, about 2 or 3 green lights blinking. It is ready to broadcast network to any available system here. You understand? So these are the things that is available. Even like I used to say, if there is any issue with your system, maybe suddenly your system just decided not to connect or disconnected from the network. Before you call on support person, you can easily go through it by yourself and ensure that is it the cable that has been removed from the back of the access point or from the router, or is it the power that is off, or is the router that is down somehow before you now call on the support person. So the next thing you need to do, having done that, is to ensure that yes, we'll be able to talk about the router and other signage. You understand? Then we'll be able to talk about the PID, checking of profile of payer. Then the next thing we need to do is, the essence of this benefit of our solution is to ease the integration, network scalability, durable and resilient. What this one is saying in essence is that all this equipment you're saying now, all this equipment deployed to this service point, understand, is to ensure to enhance our performance. Understand? Like I said now, from wire level to wireless level. Understand? If you are not familiar with the usage of all this system, definitely it will create problem for us if you have not, if this equipment are not user friendly. So then we're talking about highly secure and available. If this system, let's say a router, access point, laptop or desktop deployed to any of these service points, and we are supposed to be a personnel in charge of that equipment, are we not going to ensure that that system is, all this equipment are secured and well kept in where it is, where unauthorized person will not have access to? That is what we are talking about, highly secure and available. let's ensure that all these systems are secured and available. Available in the sense that the services are available at any time we need them, or someone needs the service. It must be available and must be secured. Then we're talking about other supporting applications as may be in future. It might not be available now. Then the major thing we're talking about is just the video surveillance. This video surveillance may not be available now, but under the EBSRCS program, it's going to be available. If you look around Lagos now, we've seen some camera being mounted around Lagos now. You understand? Just to ensure surveillance on security, to ensure that whatever thing that happens, we have a record of it. You understand? We can also use it to monitor traffic. We can also use it to predict traffic flow in Lagos, where you may receive a call, or you may call that I want to go to so place. How would they get to know that there is heavy traffic in a particular location and there is light traffic in another location? These are the things they ensure that, okay, if you have a video, a camera, installed in different areas in Lagos State, they will be able to monitor and ensure that things are properly done. And in terms of security or what have you, or other areas that has to do with the violence and other crime, they can also use that thing to pinpoint whoever has committed a crime. You understand? And a lot of things, and I believe Lagos State is working towards that, to ensure that everywhere in Lagos State you are safe, and everything that they can place a hand on a record that, okay, what happened within 24 hours ago, within a particular geographical location. That is what they are working towards now. And as soon as that thing are put in place, definitely with all these devices in place, everything they should be able to have, or they should be able to achieve their aim. Do you understand? So we're talking about voice recognition and other devices. Those are the things that the Lagos State is trying to make to ensure that we get all the services delivered to you or the taxpayer in Lagos State. To ensure that what is obtainable in overseas also obtainable here in Lagos State.
When I was coming today, I saw a policeman on his bike snapping someone that was using a phone.
White driver.
White driver. So I don't know which type of device is that.
Snapping, using the camera.
It's like a phone, but I don't know how powerful it is.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. It's just a kind of video surveillance. Because if you want to get somebody that has committed a crime, you must provide an evidence. That is the kind of evidence that, okay, this is what you committed so period, so time. If you don't provide it in the law court, you just see it as if you have no case. But if you have a kind of evidence before the judge will be able to testify, okay, with this now. And that is the kind of where we're talking about now. Even if you have the video surveillance spread around Lagos State, you understand? You don't even need to use a personal camera or what have you now. Because the video, the camera are there capturing whatever thing that is happening within that location, and it's run 24 hours. You understand?
That one is instant.
That one is instant, yes. But that is what we're talking about. That at any point in time in Lagos State, understand? Anytime there is crime, they should be able to have a trace record or a track record where they should be able to trace to something or narrow a particular crime to a particular level. You understand now? That is the essence of the video surveillance. And very soon Lagos State will launch it, and we will all see the benefit and how we can derive, what we can derive from that benefit.